Yo, 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 welcome back to the No Cut Sports Podcast with your host, Oh my God. Stop playing. Nah, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the No Cut Sports Podcast with your host, Fraser. Before I get started, man, I want to shout out the Dallas Cowboy fans. Y'all took us down in an ugly fashion. So you already know what I'm finna talk about. I'm not going to be on this joint too long. I hope not, because I feel like the longer I'm on here and I keep talking about it, I'm going to just get madder. So I'm going to just get straight into it, man. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. I'm not going to sit here and cry. I'm not going to sit here and do any of that type of stuff, man. But we're going to keep it real. We're going to have a real conversation about what was going on yesterday. Right? Now, okay? As much as I want to put blame on everybody, because I still feel like this is a collective effort, we're killing ourselves now. We done had 3 turnovers, right? Three turnovers from our starting players in crucial areas of the field, leaving a lot of points on the board, not being able to execute. When I turned the game on yesterday, and I'm gonna be honest, man, I gotta be honest, because this is why I started this podcast. I turned the game on yesterday, right? You know, they got the pregame, you know, they show, players out there on the field and things like that, right? And they pan over to Jalen's face, and Jalen looks so, I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts looks so uninterested, so like he wasn't even there. Now, I do want to say this, okay? And I'm not trying to make no excuses. Either he's tired or the team's tired. Maybe he's suffering from a concussion or something, or something like that. Something, I don't know, man. But he just didn't look himself. I'm gonna just be honest with you. That's not even me making an excuse, right? So I'm sitting there watching the game. I'm like, bro, if they come out flat, I know this is not going to be because this past week we've been hearing, you know, we're gonna make changes, this, that, and the third. And I put up on my Facebook, if you follow me on Facebook, or whatever the case may be, I said that prove me wrong. Because all season, up until this point, it's been, at each press conference, it's been the same things being said. We're going to work with, me and the coaches are going to coach better. We're going to put players in the right positions. And then I said last week, when Bradbury came out, now, if you know Bradbury, he really don't even talk like that. Not that I know him, but he has the personality of a person that doesn't even he don't like to say too much. But when Bradbury came out last week and said in the locker room press conference that our coaches are not putting us in the best positions, I said right then and there that there is something going on in that locker room. I know we beat the Chiefs. I know we beat the Bills. I know we beat, the Dolphins and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, bro, those games were so close. It decided, like, I'm not gonna sit there and make an excuse, but it could have went either way because they only were decided by 3 points. You know what I mean? It's not like it was decided by 2 touchdowns or a blowout like how San Fran and Dallas just did us. So I'm saying all this to say, I said back in week 5 that I didn't see any changes by week 5 that this is what it was going to be. Now teams are accustomed to how we play. Us as fans we are now accustomed to how we play. That's why we were looking for something different with this Dallas game. We knew we had to come out and play Dallas. In my mind, I'm thinking like this, because this is just how I was raised. If somebody smoked me the week before, I don't care if I only got a week or 5 days or 3 days. I'm dedicating every second of my time to figuring out how I can defeat my next opponent or how I can defeat this person. I'm sorry, that's just how my mind works, because I don't like to lose. This team must like to lose. All due respect. I know they went through a gauntlet, whatever you want to call it, but y'all get paid millions of dollars to do y'all jobs, man. Like, I don't want to sit here and talk about, oh, I'm tired. I understand that. But this is a collective effort. I'm going to put the blame on the players, though, because my thing is this. Regardless of how the plays were schemed up, they had the ball and y'all fumbled the rock. I don't want to hear nothing from A.J. Brown. I don't want to see none of them dumb Instagram posts talking about throw me the ball more, because when the ball is being thrown to you, you're not even catching it. Like be humble. Do your job. Go out there, do your job. Simple and plain. You ain't got to sit there and be sitting there making slide comments. That's because that's what everybody was thinking was going on the sideline back like week 3 or whatever, when he was snapping on Jalen that he wanted the ball more. Now I understand things happen. Dallas was out. They probably bracketed in double coverage in AJ Brown these past few games because of course he's probably he's probably number one wide receiver. But to do all the extra stuff and I already had this problem with AJ because, and it's no disrespect, but I just wasn't raised like that. I'm not gonna sit here and defend. I'm on a team and I'm gonna sit here and not defend my teammate. That's why I said something's going on in that locker room. I don't know. Players don't like each other because then AJ come out and said when Keely gonna get his start. Like, come on, y'all gotta put this stuff together. That's just how my mind works. What would even... I'm going up against him every day, blah, blah, he getting better. Now, I understand you probably won't give him his praise, but to me, that kind of sounds like a slight to your cornerbacks. Let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's really talk about what we really need to be talking about. Because these reporters don't ask the right questions. And even if they did, Nick Sirianni probably not going to say anything. He said the same thing in his press conference. Like I said, he's been saying in the last 14, 13 weeks of his press conferences, we got to coach better. We got to put players in better positions. Nobody wants to hear that anymore. Nobody want to hear that. You feel what I'm saying? But back to AJ, I'm sorry. But yeah, like you got to put this stuff together. Something is going on in that locker room. You get Fletcher Cox coming out there. We all need to stick together, this, that, and the third. Come on, man. Something is wrong. And it's been wrong. All due respect, it's been wrong. Because it's just like, you go out there and put this type of product out on the field every week. Of trash play calling, trash performance from players. Like, nah, I don't want to say from every player, but even with Jalen Hurts, it's just like, bro, this is not the same performance we had last year. Which leads me to believe with the coaching staff that they don't know what they're doing. And that starts with Nick Sirianni. I don't care what nobody say. People are trying to tell me it's the offensive coordinator. It's the defensive coordinator. But who they got to answer to? Nick Sirianni. And if y'all remember when Nick took the team over, how bad did the play calling look? Terrible. That's why we went out and got a Shane Steichen or we got a Jonathan Gannon. Not to bring them up, but excuse me, I got a Tic Tac in my mouth. But not to bring that up. But you see what Shane did or is doing with the coach right now with Gardner Minshew, our backup from last year. Already knew the system and stuff like that, and they're out there performing like they need to perform. And I said this was going to shine a light on Nick Sirianni if he's going to be a good coach or not. Because you move off of Doug Peterson, which won us a Super Bowl. I didn't even understand that. I'm not sitting there trying to bash Nick. But when Nick came in, he had a different way of, doing things and stuff like that, which is understandable as a coach. But my thing is this. You still have to be open-minded enough to be like, well, maybe what I'm doing is not right. Because there's been reports coming out that Nick has his hands all over this offense. And they look like he does. All due respect, like regardless if they drop the ball, whatever, I understand that. But I'm talking overall through the season. It's been BS through the season. I'm not just going to concentrate on the Cowboys game. It's just now it's starting to catch up with us. But this has been all season. All season. And y'all want to sit there and just blame the coordinators. That's fine. But Nick Sirianni need to take some of this blame too, bro. Nobody want to hear you come out here talking about we gotta coach better. Every week, we gotta do this. And then you don't want, and then you trying to spin like come on, man. Like, come on, man. I'm starting to get mad all over again, bro. Like, because it doesn't make any sense to have this much talent on the team and y'all let it go to waste like this. It makes no sense. No sense. And then nobody in that building ain't saying like, yo, we need to maybe do something else. And I even said, like, bro, I said this like week 4, 5? Matt Patricia. Put Matt Patricia down there, bro. Because at this point, what do we have to lose? Now, I will say Sean Desai did make some adjustments in the second half. But I'm talking overall, man. Why does it take us to the second half to make adjustments? And if he probably didn't make that adjustment, and I'm not even going to sit there and say this. Because to me, that was just pure skill. Fletcher Cox strips the ball and Jalen Carter runs it back for a touchdown. That's just being in the right place at the right time. That's not no drawn up play. You feel what I'm saying? So it's still things on both sides of the ball that we are not executing. They still ain't running the ball like they need to with Swift and Gainwell. They really not. And then we still not dressing Penny. It's like, what are we doing? We're going to wait till the playoffs. What if we don't even make the playoffs, bro? The way we playing, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Because it's like, and I said this about the Kansas City Chiefs, that I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs. because of what they went through. So I got to be real. I have to be real. I don't see us playing like this, making the playoffs. And if we do, we're one and done. Easy money. I don't care if we get the first seed, second. I don't care what seeds you get. We will be one and done. Simple and plain, bro. And it's gonna be. I don't know, man. Maybe this is what we need, because it's like, I don't understand. They're coming out talking about Nick with his hands all over the offense, and I know I'm all over the place. Like I understand. Nick's hands all over the offense. Okay, so you know Nick got some type of control, but then they're talking about how how he or whatever the analytics that have to do with playing into the game plan. And I said this before. I'm like, how do you let a computer tell you how to feel about the scenery of a game, or how a game is being played out in real life time from old information? Don't get me wrong, like, you can take that into account, but what's coming out is saying that they use the analytics to build the game plan. That what the analytics cannot be. I don't care if we won 10 games. That's not. You can't depend on stuff like that. I'm sorry. You have to, like I said, when I sit here and I watch, because I've been watching football for like almost my whole life. You feel what I'm saying? If you watch something long enough, or you do something long enough, you get to start to see things like that don't look right, or something don't feel right with this. You understand what I'm saying? So you get a gauge of what's going on after so much time goes by. And I'm sitting here, like I said, I'm watching the players. They don't look engaged, man. With the play calling, they, like, you mean to tell me that you don't think that these players know? I'm like we're not running. These plays don't work. They take too long to develop. We don't do no, like, quick pass, like nothing like how that 49ers, like Brock Purdy was chopping us up with them little quick passes and then yards after the catch. We do nothing like that. We do like the screens and stuff like that, but it's so predictable now, man. It's so predictable. You get Jalen Hurts back there holding the ball for an eternity. You know what I mean? There's just so much stuff that's going that has been going into this up until this point that is finally starting to bite us in our behinds. And I'm not going to sit here and say fire everybody, but things need to change, bro. All due respect, they should have been changed. And I'm kind of thinking it literally might be too late, because my thing is, what else can they possibly do? I'm still riding Bird Gang, but I got to be real. What else can they possibly do unless they make some coaching changes? And it's like, you can't learn a new scheme in the middle. I mean, it's not even the middle of the season. We're almost a few weeks from the playoffs. Just think if we don't win out. Just think if we don't win out playing like this, because you got to be real. Like, any given Sunday, anything can happen. There's going to be some slow singing and flower bringers. I'm telling you, man. People are sick and like the Eagles fans are sick and tired of this. And it's like Nick Sirianni out there looking clueless, like he don't know what's going on. And then he don't like nothing is being said besides at the press conference. Oh, well, we got to do a better job at coaching. I know I'm gonna keep saying that, but that's what he keeps saying. So I'm gonna keep saying it. Not answering the questions like he need to, not giving the proper information that he need to the fans. Like, come on, man. You want to keep everything in-house, that's fine. But my thing is, you can't be big-headed enough or so big-headed that you can't see that something is wrong. This is not working. And my thing is this: he gonna do it to himself, because if the players start to say, well, we don't want to play for him no more, he gonna be up out of there. They got rid of Doug Peters, so what make you think they ain't gonna get rid of him or them, whoever? And then, bro, it's so crazy. And even still, what was the guy? I listened to another Joey Shakes and Philly 500's podcast, and the guy that they said that they were trying to get was already in the building for the defensive coordinator position. That he went on, the Jets. He went to the Jets. Now he wanted the defensive coordinator job, but they didn't give it to him for whatever odd reason. But look what he's doing with the Jets. Defense, at least. You know what I'm saying? Jets ain't a great team right now, but. And I mean, they won yesterday. Don't get me wrong, but their defense is nice, and their defense played against the Eagles, and look what they did. So I don't know, man. I don't know what needs to be done. But I think some changes need to come. I don't know, man. I don't know. I still think, I'm gonna be honest with you. I still think there's time for us to get it together. If they can do some different situational play calling, we have to implement the run more. I'm sorry, but I just really do think it might be a little too late to be like, all right, we got to start doing it if you ain't been doing it all season. It's the same thing I said about Rashad Penny when they said they were holding him off to the playoffs. What if he don't make the playoffs? And that's what it's looking like. My man still hasn't really seen the field, and it's like we get rid of Christian. Oh, that too, Christian Ellis. We get rid of Christian Ellis, and he gets claimed off waivers, and then Nick does a press conference like he's clueless, like, oh my god, he picked Christian up. Like, bro, I'm telling y'all, man, I hate stupidity. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I hate that. Because you want to sit here and act dumb. I'm not going to sit here and act dumb with you. I got a brain that work. Like, I see what's going on. So he want to keep playing around, bro. They're going to fire that man. I'm telling y'all. They will fire that man this offseason if he don't get it together. If they lose out, Nick Sirianni will be gone. All due respect. We appreciate what you done did. But something got to change, bro. That play calling is still like, it's trash. The players... And that's what I'm saying. It piggybacks off of one another where you start getting situations like where they start fumbling and things like that. Players are not engaging to the game plan because they already know that it's not working. It don't work. It don't work. And I feel like this offense, because it takes so long for the plays to develop, you got to think these long behind routes. Your offense is getting tired. Then in turn down, we're not scoring. Your defense is already tired. So it makes for an even worse football game. Like, neither one of your sides want to be able to get started. It's always this, we got to get started quicker in the game. What do you mean? You've been saying it every week. Like, we've been playing from behind, but we were winning. I said it, and that's going to catch up to us. That bend don't break defense will catch up to us. And it's been smacking us every week. Every week. Don't make no sense to have this much talent and not be able to utilize it the way we need to, man. It's just like, I don't understand how you the owner or you the GM, you can just sit up here every week and you see this nonsense every week. And I'm just like, because we're winning, we're going to accept this? No, that's not Philadelphia football, man. That's not Bird Gang. That's not Eagles football. That's not Eagles defense out there. That soft coverage that they be running. That offense, that is not Eagles offense, bro. I'm sorry. So my thing is this, and then Bradbury, all due respect, we appreciate you, but you've been getting cooked. Slay cooked. Slay just think this shit a game, all due respect. You just think this is a game. Like, this is not a game. This is not a game, bro. My thing is this, all due respect, you at that age, you feel like you need to retire, then retire, my boy. You want to be with your kids, go be with your kids, I understand. But my thing is, we need dogs out there on that field. I don't see no dogs out there. At all, man. At all. Sitting there just letting people dictate how we gonna play ball instead of us dictating how we gonna play ball. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is a collective effort. I see other, cause I'm gonna wrap this up. I see other content creators sitting there saying, well, you know, if you turn the ball over 3-4 times, you usually ain't gonna win the game. I understand that completely. Understand completely, but this is a collective effort from top down. I'm not just talking about this Cowboys game. I'm talking about from weeks before. Jalen's been fumbling the rock almost every game. You're the starting QB. You know what I'm saying? And I understand sometimes why he does, because it's like they still run these design QB runs. Stop that. Stop. Yo, please stop that. No, he's not. All due respect, if you want your franchise quarterback to be running like that, you're okay, I understand, but that's stupid. That's stupid when you got 4 running backs, one that you don't even dress. You don't even dress for a game, but want to run him to death like he ain't already hurt. I'm sorry, bro. I don't understand how that makes sense. Only time Jalen need to be running is if that pocket's collapsing and he need to get them extra yards. Or he trying to break out and you know, because he do play better out the pocket sometimes with the play action or whatever you want to call it. When he's keeping a play alive and extending the play, he'll break out the pocket. He'll do what he do, rolling out to the left or the right. But other than that, man, these QB design runs all the time. I said it's going to get him hurt. And then you got Marcus Mariota. And I promise you, if he coming, I know we're not making the playoffs. I don't care what nobody say. He good, but we're not making the playoffs. Because then this is going to be the same play calling. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to take up too much time. Like I said, I appreciate y'all watching and liking and subscribing. I want to shout out to the Dallas Cowboys fans. I was talking to my aunt and my friends, man. They cooked me. It's all right. But, you know, I can take an L. But some things got to change, man. Something got to change with this Eagles offense and defense, man. And I think it starts with the coaching. I think some players need to go. I know we get this, and that's something else I want to say. I know we get this attachment with, like, you know, some of these older players, but I'm sorry, man. If you're not performing and doing your job, you can go. I'm going to just keep it all the way real with you because, like I said, Slay's in here talking about he don't like to tackle and he don't want to hurt himself, you know, so then go retire, bro. All due respect. We'll holler at you. Bradbury, you out here getting cooked too, bro, so all due respect. I'm getting sick and tired of it, bro. And it's not, and we're not going to just keep saying what is the scheme. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired, like. People probably like, y'all 10-3. I don't give a damn if we was 10-3 and whatever. I don't care, man, because that's not the standard that you play to, man. That's not the standard. That is not. We go out there every week, and it's the same thing. You know what happens when they say you keep doing the same thing? You're gonna keep getting the same results. Okay, now you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna keep getting the same results, young blood. But who am I? I don't know. But you already know, man. It's not from the No Cut Sports Podcast. I appreciate y'all liking, watching, and subscribing. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I might crack. We might crack 100 before the year is over, but if not, it's okay. So, with that being said, I'ma holler at y'all, and y'all already know, man. Go Birds!